Hi guys! Welcome sa Siknayan. No? In this video ay tutuloy natin yung series natin on calculus. No? And kung sinusundan nyo itong series natin ay I think nakita nyo na yung mga different examples on how to find the definition of or to find the derivative of a function using the definition of derivative. No? So ito yung definition ng derivative at ito yung ginagamit natin to find the derivative of different functions. No? So, ito ba yung pinaka-formula talaga pag kumuha ng derivative? No. Meron tayong mga shortcut. No? Meron tayong mga formulas na which are derived from this formula. So, later, pag-aaralan natin yan in a few more videos siguro. No? After a few more videos. Now, dito, pag-aaralan natin, paano kung may radical sign yung ating expression doon sa function natin. No? So, first, gagawin natin is to find f of x plus h. No? So, f of x plus h. F of x plus h. Sabi ko nga sa previous videos, pag nag-evaluate tayo ng function f of 3, sinasubstitute natin dun sa x. No? F of 3 is square root of 3, f of 2 is square root of 2, f of 1 is square root of 1, f of 0 is square root of 0. So whatever the value here, the expression here, we substitute dun sa x. No? So ganun din dito. So magiging square root of x plus h siya. So ito yun. And then yung f of x, yung isa-subtract natin, of course, ito na yun, no? Square root of x. And if we have these two expressions, pwede na natin to gamitin itong formula na to. No? So we have f of f prime of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of ano ang f of x plus h natin? Ito, di ba? Squared of x plus h. And then we have minus f of x, which is ito. No? Yung square root of x. And ano yung baba natin? H. Yung denominator natin is h. Okay? So ano na pag ganito? Kung naalala nyo, pag ganito yung expression natin, may minus na dalawang radicals. Pag nagma-minus tayo ng dalawang radicals or nagpa-plus tayo, pag madalas, no, sinisimplify natin by it's either multiplying the same radical or multiplying by the conjugate. No? Conjugate. So, review nyo yan kasi hindi ko na yan ma-explain dito. But the conjugate of square root of x plus h minus square root of x is just square root of x plus h plus square root of x. So, ang pagkakaiba lang ng conjugate nito is plus yung nandito natin. So, gagawin natin is i-multiply natin both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of square root of x plus h minus square root of x. So, this is gawin ko ng blue, no? At least alam niyo na kung saan nanggaling yung mga expression. Times the square root of x plus h over square root of x plus h. This is plus square root of x. Now, the reason why we're multiplying the conjugates, para matanggal yung radical sa taas. No? And kung maalala nyo, multiplying both the numerator ay para tayo nagmumultiply ng a minus b times a plus b. So, naalala nyo yan? Difference of two squares, magiging a squared minus b squared yan. Meaning, we square the first term, we subtract, and then square the second term. Banggit ko sa mga previous videos na dapat alam na alam niyo yung inyong algebra kasi gagamitin natin lahat ng knowledge sa algebra sa pag-compute sa mga computations, sa mga calculations sa calculus. No? So pag-simplify ng mga expressions. So, square this. Squaring the first term, we have x plus h. No? Pag nag-square tayo ng radical, yung square root of a quantity squared, magiging a yan. Okay? So, magiging, and then minus, squaring the second term, we have also x. divided by, this is a multiplication of rational expressions. So you multiply the numerator and then you multiply the denominator. So h, ito wala tayong masisimplify dito, h times square root of x plus h, then plus square root of x. Okay. And then x minus x, pwede na natin ito tanggalin. 0 naman yan. So matitira na lang sa taas is h. Okay? And may h ka sa baba, may h ka sa taas. You can cancel, no? So this is 1. Dividing both the numerator and the denominator by h. H divided by h is 1. H divided by h is 1. So pag 1 yan times this expression, ito na lang matitira, no? And again, that the limit of this expression approaches 0, meaning pwede na natin itong palitan ng 0 para matanggal na yung limit dito. So this is 1 over square root of x plus 0 plus square root of x. So square root of x plus 0 is just square root of x. So this is equal to 1 over square root of x plus square root of x, which is equal to 1 over 2 square root of x. So ito yung ating slope, no? This is f prime of x equals 1 over 2 square root of x. So this is the slope of the function f at x. Okay, so yung sagot natin, f prime of x is equal to 1 over 2 square root of x. Ito yung ating slope. This is the slope, no? Sabi meaning ng derivative is the slope of the function at x. Gusto nyong tignan yung ating, yung meaning, no? F of x equals square root of x. So, lagay natin dito. Square root of x. So, ito na yung function natin. No? And, paano kung gusto ko malaman yung slope ng function at x equals 1? So, dito yan, di ba? So, at x equals 1, pag nag-compute ako, I want to find f prime of 1, di ba? Kasi f prime of x is the slope of the function f at x. No? So meaning if I want to find the slope of the function at 1 at x equals 1, kukunin ko yung f prime of 1, no? Which is f prime of 1 is equal to 1 over 2 times square root of 1, 2 square root of x, diba? So this is f prime of 1 means 2 times square root of 1 is just 1, diba? So meaning 1/2. Meaning at x equals 1, the slope of the function is 1/2. So at x equals 1, saan yung x equals 1? Dito, diba? So maglagay tayo ng point dyan. At x equals 1. So the coordinate of A here is x equals 1. I want to find the slope. And according to our computation, the slope is equal to 1/2. So para makuha natin yung slope of a function at a particular point, getting the slope of a function at a particular point is the same as getting the slope of the tangent, of the line tangent to that point. So this is the tangent tool. I want to find the tangent line. This is the tangent line, and the slope of this tangent line, as you can see, this is the equation, diba, of this line. So ang slope niya ay 0.5, which is 1/2. Kaya kung gusto niyo, pwede yung gamitin yung slope tool pag nag-GeoGebra kayo. And as you can see, the slope is 0.5. Ito yung value ng m natin ay 0.5. Okay? So if I want to find the slope at x equals 2, no? X equals 4, for example. Para eksakto siya. Square root of 4 is 2. Magiging 1/4 siya. So, at x equals 4, 1/4 yung kanyang slope. So, lipat ko to sa 4.25, which is 1/4, di ba? Ang equivalent niya sa fraction. So, kaya siya may x kasi, di ba pag linear function, ang slope natin is constant. Pag sinabi mong 5, yun na yun. Pero ito meron tayong x. Ibig sabihin, nagva-vary siya. Depende dun sa value ng x. So, for example, at x equals 1 kanina, ang slope natin ay 1/2. Pero at x equals 4, ang slope natin ay 1/4. So, depende. Nagbabago yung slope, depende kung nasaan yung, kita nyo naman, di ba, nagbabago siya. Kung saan yung point. No? Okay? So, yan, that's the explanation why we have a variable even though ang pinag-uusapan natin slope. So, ang constant lang na slope ay ang linear function, no? Pero pag nag-iba ka na ng power, mga quadratic function na, cubic function, no? Iba na yung slope, depende kung nasaan ka. Saan yung point mo. Okay? So, that's it. I hope may natutunan kayo dito sa ating tutorial, no? Invite ko kayo sa youtube.com, yung ating YouTube channel, no? Mag-subscribe kayo. Dami pa tayong i-upload, no? Marami pa tayong matutunan. And of course, our Facebook page. Nagbibigay ako ng mga questions dyan madalas. And our website, nandiyan nakalista yung ating mga videos. Maraming salamat. See you in the next tutorial.